Well, it's the height of summertime here at the Magickal Cottage on the regular, most commonly used calendar here, though on the pagan or Kalini calendar, we're thinking of this period as being the time of later summer. We're starting to enter the time of water and the quarter when we actually start the autumn season. But I wanted to show you this circle area that I created in the Magickal Garden here at Sycamore Hill. I put lots of chairs and flowering plants in the area around the fire pit, and it's made a really nice meditation area. And right here I have the altar in the west quarter, which is associated with water in our tradition. And I want to encourage you to make little outdoor garden altars. So let's have a look at the water altar I have in the west here. I made a watery bird bath. Bird baths, I guess, are already watery, but this one I painted, put the sunset, because the sunset is in the west. That's associated with the west, with the water, with the healing, with the psychic. And so I put that there, and I put some water in it, and I'm burning some incense, and I have my mermaids all around. Here's a really wonderful mosaic that a friend made for me with a mermaid on it. And lots of greenery, lots of blooming plants. I happened to find this wonderful rudbeckia at the garden center. And that has just been such a wonderful little punch of solar energy in my circle, because you want to keep things balanced. And then I have some other mermaid statues and signs and such that I have collected over the years. And so that is my water circle in the west at the Magickal Cottage Garden. So this is another little garden altar that I created, and it's in the eastern section that I associate in my tradition with the element of air. And let me focus in on this little fairy garden. I set up a fairy garden here with a little fairy house. And I have some rabbits here, which I associate with the liminal times, because rabbits themselves are liminal creatures, and that you generally see them during the dawn hours or the evening hours when it's neither day nor night. They like to come out in the cool of the morning or the cool in the evening to eat. And also we think of them as being associated with Ostara, which is in that quadrant of air associated with the east. So that is my fairy east altar at the Magickal Garden. So I'm coming down the steps in my very natural garden. I grow a lot of native plants here. You can see I have some white sage growing there, and I'm going to be harvesting some of that to make smudge sticks. And there's another sage there in the background that I will probably combine to make smudge sticks. And right here is an herb plant called lion's tail, The common name is lion's tail. Now I'm forgetting what the Latin name is, but it's supposed to make a very calming, wonderful tea. And I just love this plant. It seems like it has a lot of solar energy and that orange color, creativity, the sacral chakra. And now the lavender. I got a lot of wonderful, lovely lavender plants growing here. They're just sort of all needing a haircut right now, a little trim. But even the leaves are scented, and they are wonderful in smudge sticks as well. And you can make great lavender wands. I have several varieties of lavender here, but this is that one that grows so nice and big. And this particular one, I'm trying to remember which one this is. This may be the Provence lavender. I just love lavender. Now I'm entering the little sunken garden at the very bottom of our hill that I've been working on. Trying to get things established here. And even though it's not facing the north, this is the area where I have chosen to put my little gnomes. You can see there's a gnome over there. And I'm trying to establish some herbs. And of course, some lovely rose bushes. And more native plants. There's the valerian that's starting to bloom. Now this is just really the first year that I have cultivated this area. So I'm hoping to come back in another year or so and show you how things have blossomed. It's also a really hot time of year here in Southern California, and so I've got to try to keep up with the water as best I can and cultivate things and put in a little wattle fence there along the side and a bridge over the drainage channel and an arch. I'm hoping to grow some climbing roses on that eventually, so you can see how everything is going to develop over time. Here's a little oak tree I'm training up there. It's a natural volunteer here. This shrub right here I'm going to try to keep pruned, but this also is a native plant, Baccharis. I think some people call it coyote bush. And then as we come over the bridge, we have a nice little circle area. I've got a lot of junk around here right now, but there's a little seating area. I'm going to try to cultivate the hillside there and make this into a nice area for ritual. So I have yet to create an altar for the north and the earth, but this little hillside right here faces the north. So I was thinking that might be a good spot to come up with an altar for the north. And of course the gnomes are associated with the north, so maybe I'll fix something up there and I'll come back and show you what I've done. This is an altar I set up a long time ago, and it is in the south part of the lot, but it really needs some sprucing up. I mean, I put some crystals here, and occasionally I'll come down and decorate, but right now it really needs some work, and I'm not really crazy about that chain link fence, so need to come up with an idea to fix that all up, and we will revisit this at a later time. So thanks for coming on over and visiting me at in my magical garden, and I hope to get back to you soon with all the new things that are developing at the Magickal Cottage. Bye for now.